back for another review. So today we're just going to go ahead and look at some of the goodies that I picked up from San Diego Comic-Con. So I want to go ahead and start with the NECA stuff. This is the Friday the 13th Pamela Voorhees and young Jason Voorhees. I've already done a video of this, but I also bought one to keep mint on card. It's a great collection here. 35th anniversary, and unfortunately Betsy Palmer recently passed away, but at least we have something really cool to remember her by. And in the back of the packaging you can see what they look like out of the box. And you can also just watch my review on this to see everything this set has to offer. So next up we have the Terminator 2 endoskeleton, and this one is the glow-in-the-dark version. Really cool figure here. It's based on the packaging from the old, I believe, Kenner toys from the early 90s. And then on the back of the packaging there's actually a little list of like pretty much every Terminator 2 figure that NECA has ever produced. And then you can see here how the Terminator glows in the dark. And there's a little like description you could read if you pause it. So a really neat looking figure. I love the packaging on this. Got that nice gun. Alright, and the next one, this is based off of an old Rambo figure from, again, around early 90s, if not 80s. And you can see it comes with a rifle, bow and arrow, some bows, his classic knife, grenade, multiple hands, and he also has some trader cards in here along with totally different packaging that's just made for this release. And then over to the back you can just see some pictures of him along with a bio, and you can pause that to read it. And then again there's some pictures of all the Rambos released to date. And then if you notice in there's a Bow Attack Rambo, which was unreleased, but it's a preview of what's to come. I like that they included that in there. Alright, and then the final NECA figure is the Stealth Predator, and this is called Ambush Predator. And this is actually based off another Kenner line that was basically a mail-away exclusive, and it was a clear Ambush Predator, and it came with vac metal mask that was removable, and also vac metal blades, which you can kind of see in the back here and here. And then it's got some different packaging that NECA's used for pretty much all of them, but they have a really nice little drawing right here. And then they've also created a unique bio for Ambush Predator. You can go ahead and read that. And then here's the other Kenner figures that have come out so far in this line. You have Scavenge, Renegade, and Cracked Tusk. So some really cool stuff from NECA this year. A lot of old kind of, nods to the vintage lines. Alright, and we're going to move on and show you some more exclusives. Alright, so up next is this great set from the Loyal Subjects. And this is basically from their new Power Rangers line. And in this set you get the metallic version of White Ranger and a metallic version of Lord Zed. And this one is actually signed by Joe Allard, which is one of the designers. And he's pretty much designed all the Loyal Subjects figures to date, I believe. And you can kind of see this little sparkly effect to these pictures. And then over to the front, I've already taken the White Ranger out, but you can see Lord Zed in there. And he's got this nice shiny coating to him. Also on his weapon. You see some cool packaging art on the side. And here is the White Ranger. Now the White Ranger is very elusive. He's very hard to find in the standard Power Rangers blind box line. He's not the rarest one, but he's probably the most sought after. So in this particular one, he's got this nice metallic coating on him. Sorry, it doesn't show up too well with the camera. But then he's got his classic dagger, or sword actually. And you can kind of see detail on that. Try to focus this in. And then, just like with all the other Power Rangers, the mask can be taken off. And the ponytail part is inside of there, but you can kind of see there's a little bit of like a metallic coating even on the hair. So it wasn't just the outer parts that got metallic. And then you can just put the mask on. So yeah, really happy with this set. I wanted the White Ranger almost more than any of them, and tried several times. Ended up selling a bunch of doubles on eBay just to try to get him. So I'm really happy to have him finally. So yeah, really cool figure. So unfortunately, I did not get a chance to go into the Funko line, but I did pick up the exclusive Jaws actually at Toys R Us when I came back home from San Diego, which I live on the East Coast, so I was actually pretty shocked to see that they even sold these. But this is pretty much the same as the version that you could try to get at the San Diego Comic-Con, but I believe the sticker's a little different, but that's okay, because I really just wanted this figure. I'm a huge fan of Jaws. It's been my favorite movie since I was a kid. So this is really cool. It replicates the final scene of the movie where Jaws attacks the orca and takes Quint down with him. And then you can see the blood splatter on the packaging, and of course there's blood splatter on the actual shark itself. And the packaging on the back is pretty much the same. So I also managed to get one of the Hallmark Star Wars The Force Awakens ornaments, which was nice. It was actually the last one they had that day, so I was surprised to get it. You could read the back. It just has like a little description, and then there's also a little button that you got with it if you bought it. So one of my most unexpected pickups were these Skeleton Warriors figures from October Toys. I actually didn't even know anything about these, and I happened to stop by their booth, which was right by Little Subjects, and I just couldn't turn these down. You get this great skeleton. This was $15. There's some regular skeletons he has, also glow-in-the-dark versions, but these are just really articulate. You can actually take this skeleton completely apart if you want. You know, you could pop his head off, or half his body, anything you want to do. But he's really articulate. He's a good size. He's right around 4 or 5 inches. But he's a really cool figure. I'm really looking forward to these. The posability is extremely good, and like I said, you can take off the body and I have like a bag of bones laying there. So really cool figure. But then this one is the most amazing. This is Baron Dark, which is the evil lord of the Skeleton Warriors. He's a little bit bigger than this guy, and he comes with a sword, cape, which is attached, and just some really nice details on this. And you can kind of see that good sculpt on that face. Got some little skulls holding that cape on, and these different little treatments. It says, "They're bad to the bone." Got a cool sword here. Then over to the back, a little bit of a bio about the character. You can pause it there. And some different credits. So yeah, this is a really cool line. This wasn't exclusive to there, but I think it might have premiered there. But you can get them online from October Toys. So great line to look forward to, and you can buy all their skeletons on there, and I believe they're coming out with one of the good guys from the show. So I saw him in the display, but he was not for sale quite yet. Alright, and here's the Walking Dead figures from San Diego Comic-Con. Now the Gravedigger Daryl was not a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but it was a San Diego Walgreens exclusive. So they actually released him there first. And this is a great figure. It's basically the same figure as the one that came with the chopper, which is no doubt the best Daryl figure and probably the best figure in the line just because the articulation is so good. And this particular version comes with, of course, the shovel, the knife, which can go in his sheath, and my favorite part about this figure is this bandana. So I'm definitely going to probably open this one and pop him on that motorcycle, because I really like that bandana look. And then over to the back, you just have a picture of all the other figures that are in Series 7. And then you can see the Walgreens exclusive versions on the right. I still have to pick up that Sheriff Rick. I'm really excited for that one too, but I have not seen that anywhere yet. And then this one was actually exclusive to the show. This is the Skybound exclusive black and white Michonne figure, and this is from the comic. And you can see she's completely black and white, and she has that red blood spatter. I really like that. She also has a handgun, her famous katana sword, which is also covered in blood. And the packaging's really well done for her also. See a nice picture over at the top. And then over to the back, you can see another picture. So really cool Walking Dead figures. Now the Daryl was actually the easiest one to pick up of all the San Diego pickups that I got. They must have had like 50 of them at Walgreens, and it was the only figure they had of Walking Dead. So should be able to find him very soon if you haven't already. I was also able to win one of the cool little Lego Bionicle masks that they gave away. And this was the giveaway from Saturday. And these are pretty neat. All the Lego mini stuff is always in this kind of resealable packaging, so you can open it up and get a look at it. I think this is the Scorpion mask. So, pretty neat. Alright, so last and certainly not least is my pickup from the Skeletor's Lair. Now this was a little pop-up store that they had in San Diego. So you basically would go to the Mattel booth or the Super 7 booth, and you would pick up this little coin, and it's called a Skeletoken. And there's a couple little things on there you could read if you want to pause it. And then on the back, it's got this little inscription here. And then you also get this like invitation to Skeletor's Lair. And then on the back, it just tells you where it is in San Diego. So the only thing I actually bought from there was this awesome retro Super 7 set. And it's basically made to look like a mail-away from the 80s. And you can see it says like Mattel Boys Products and an address here. And it's even got like a, looks like it's been stamped already, December 1982. And it's got these neat little drawings on here. And it's just like this kind of cheap white box. And then it just says prototype. And then on the back here is just a little, again, bio. And you see the Super 7 logo. So this is a really cool set. I actually opened this one time. You could just peel the tape and open them up. And they're basically in this just one color for each figure. So that's everything aside from some pictures and some comics that I bought from San Diego. I'm going to be doing some actually open package reviews of some of these, so stay tuned, subscribe, leave a comment, question, and keep following me, and you'll see some really cool reviews coming up of these guys soon. Thanks for watching. See you later.